Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome back to the alternative 2022 season, where I take the current F1 championship, look at the calendar and go, what tracks could we race at instead of the track that we've currently got. If there's a track that you think I'm missing, this is season 2, so be sure to go check out the previous season. Because some of you older F1 fans who were watching the sport 10 years ago would recognise this track. A lot of people hated it at the time. I actually liked it, particularly with the sort of the constant street circuits we get nowadays. This is the Valencia Street Circuit. And I'm really happy to be back driving at it. I'm following the McLaren that's not taking the right driving line at all. Also, a slight shake-up. Normally, I try and be driver of the day. I am not driver of the day. I am Mick Schumacher. I'm recording this on the Saturday rather than the Sunday, so this is actually before the race. I'm doing this because I have family coming to see me, so I don't have time on Sunday to record it, and I wouldn't be able to record it until Thursday, meaning it wouldn't be out until the weekend, by which point it would be the Monaco Grand Prix. So, I had to think, who do I think was driver of the day for qualifying, and the fact that Mick Schumacher got in the top 10 for the first ever time, and I can't think of another reason why I would drive a Haas, so I mean the surprisingly quick Haas. So let's have a run around the Valencia Street Circuit. Also, don't like the brake bias on this Haas; it's far too far back. Then we got the left right first. Then we got this quite fast chicane. Always flat through here, tightens, small hairpin, across the harbour bridge. This is the corner where Pedro de la Rosa was looking at the steering wheel and crashed. We've actually got two of these quite long straights. I think it was this one that Mark Webber went into the back of the caterer. And it was here that Pastor Maldonado crashed into Lewis Hamilton, costing him the win in 2012. So it's got lots of good memories. Does this track? It's definitely not a bad track. We've had good races here. Around this way. It's been a long time since I've done a race around here. Probably the F1 2012 game was probably the last time I raced around here. 2012, 2013. Yeah, that was a lap of Valencia Street Circuit. Let me get more to grips with this Haas, because I've spent all season driving a Ferrari. Then we get to grips with the Haas and try and see you on qualifying, see if we can get Mick Schumacher into the top 10 again. So here we go, just revving up for my first flying lap. I do have an Alpine in front of me, but I'll try to give him enough space. So here we go again. We've done a bit of setup as well on the car, so it feels a bit better. I need to remember where the braking point for that corner is. I've also tried to do stuff to the diff so I can put my foot down a little bit earlier without spinning up so much. Going through these parts. Making the hairpin at the bridge. Oh! I hit that. I hit whatever that was. That's not a good thing. I hope they retire that Red Bull. Well, that's this lap ruined. I almost got through it, but so I've got to put it back to charging, and I'll restart the lap. So I'm back on the next flying lap. I found where the braking point was for that first corner, so I'm almost half a second up. I probably lost it all there. So I regained all the extra speed. Now I'm not going to know because there wasn't a stranded Red Bull. Fly down back straight. And spot the braking point, about there. Still a bit too soon. Could take that corner third gear. I need to try and take that corner third gear. Down the front gear. Spot the braking point, got it right. Tricky stuff because you always think you think that potentially that corner and the previous corner before you can take flat out. It's not a fully left off like I just did, but it's also not flat out. Round the final hairpin, up the line to put me in the Haas P11. Okay. I need to keep trying to improve. I'm only P11. Okay, coming on to my final lap of Wally. I've managed to crawl myself up to 4. And I've got Ferrari up front as well. I've taken a lot of wing off because I forgot how much of a high-speed track this actually is. So a lot of wing has come off. Competitive now, there's Haas. Tuck it through the chicane here. Don't stay in the slipstream of that Ferrari. As soon as the car is straight, here you want to brake. And wide as you can, completely blind. You want to get as close to the inside of that corner as you can. Try your best to follow in the wake of that Ferrari. You're going to get to that Assetto Corsa sign there, and then brake down to second. Tight corner, if you can cut that corner even better. Down to third for this one. Make sure you get full acceleration on 0.3 per second. Faster on my time. I was a bit slow on the exit, so only a quarter of a second quicker. Pretty much as soon as the curbing starts, you want to brake. Rear's locked up a little bit, so that's why I got closer to it. Just lift up a tiny bit. Use the DRS, follow that Ferrari. And then you actually want to shut off the DRS. So you want to go as fast as you can through that second to last final right-hander. Quarter of a second quicker. I'm still P4. Okay, so pretty much the same as the rest of the Grand Prix qualifying, although Charles Leclerc is third, not first. But Max Verstappen on pole position over there with Carlos Sainz ahead of Charles Leclerc. We, as Mick Schumacher, are much higher up than he was in real life. We are P4 ahead of Valtteri Bottas, who is just over there. Fernando Alonso is in 16th, he's 6th, ahead of Lewis Hamilton. The two McLarens 8th and 9th, where Lando would have been if he didn't get his lap time deleted. Alex Albon dragging that Williams into the top 10, ahead of the two Frenchmen, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. George Russell not having a great time in P13, only ahead of Guan Yu Zhou. Kevin Magnussen down 15th, ahead of Tsunoda. The two Aston Martins back where they were in real qualifying, in the green Red Bulls, in 17th and 18th. Sergio Perez must have been the driver that we saw crash out, because he is 19th, ahead of Nicholas Latifi, who is now the back. Okie dokie. 14 laps of the alternative Spanish Grand Prix in Valencia. A track I have actually very much missed. And a track that Haas has never raced at. Because Haas came in 2016, quite a few years after we lost the track. But Ferrari and Red Bull have won him previously. I don't know where that Alfa Romeo is. Oh, I'm out braking myself here. Romeo's getting the switch back. There's Bottas. The Ferrari's hit the wall, and so did Bottas. So that wasn't particularly good. So let's try and see if we can leave the midfield. McLaren's running wide back there. Don't know if I'll be able to keep up. Those three were quicker than me in qualifying. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with them. I think my main focus is now to defend from Bottas. I'm actually doing a valiant job. I've actually been able to keep up behind Leclerc. Pulled about a 7-second gap to Bottas. So I've managed to hang on the back of this trio, which is really good. The more laps we do, the faster I get, as Sainz has a bit of a squirrel out of that corner. And the Ferraris and the Red Bulls are just faster down the straight, even though I took a load of wing off during practice and quali. So I've got to see if the Ferraris are going to start tripping over themselves. See if I can make any advancements. I was too eager on the throttle. Keeping a slipstream. I want to look, I'm just getting so much closer to them under braking. This was the part of the issue with this street circuit, is where do you overtake? It was very difficult to overtake around here. Part of the reason why it was dropped and why a lot of people didn't like it. Come on, this is the part of the track that I get very close to Leclerc. Let's see if I can find a front post to get past. Come on. I'm locking my wheels up, but so is Leclerc. Oh, right behind Leclerc now. Into turn 3. Not quite, but I offset him for that corner. Side by side as we come down towards the bridge. Just manages to stay ahead still. Bit of wheel spin, but remember to keep hold of it. Come on. I can't make gains down the straight, which is annoying, but let's see if I can make more gains in these corners. Blocking the wheels, it's not good. I'm running slightly wide in those corners. I've noticed my ERS isn't really running out, which is good, even though I'm on hot lap with about 60% recovery, so I'm actually on full ERS and not really losing it. It's just my opportunity. I just take a very wider line, much wider line. Let's try trying to hear. I'm a lot closer, I'm a lot closer, I'm a lot closer. Stick my nose in, force him a little bit wide. He's staying to the inside. Gotta get him now. There we go. We got him. Cut right across violently. Try and hold him up from here. We have passed Charles Leclerc. Whew, right. 18 of 14. So there's still about 6 laps to go. Let's see if I can hold Charles Leclerc back there. See if I can catch local hero Carlos Sainz as Leclerc tries to dive down the inside. Venturous. Whoa! Bit of a slide from me. These tyres are starting to not like me after the constant lockups. Got very close to the back of that. That Ferrari, I almost had him as well. Like, could have stayed closer. I feel like Sainz is slowing up a little bit for some reason. Let's try and keep up with him. I'm missing my braking points. It's not useful. Okay, that'll take me a couple more laps to catch up to him again, I think. Alright, I'm right behind Sainz now. Let's see if I can find a way past with 2 laps to go. Just line to start lap 13 of 14. Tires are starting to get a little bit scrubby. Fun. So I've got to be careful with how much throttle I put down. Again, missing the braking point. I don't want to come under pressure from Leclerc. Gaining a bit of speed down here because I've turned the battery save off, or lowered it anyway, so I'm not actually building up that much ERS. That was great, but it didn't look great for Carlos either. Right, it's all or nothing now. It's the second last time we'll come down here. Come on, just hold up. Hold off Leclerc. Try and get past Sainz in P2. I don't think we're going to get the win. I think that's going to go to Verstappen. I braked super early there. I don't know why. Just taking a better line than Sainz helped me a lot through that. Slightly too much to be able to catch him. But I've spent pretty much this is pretty much my entire race just behind the Ferrari. It got exciting when I passed Charles. which I think this is part of the reason why they stopped using this circuit, is it didn't actually produce that great. 2012 was a great race, but other than that, I think 2013 you had 24 finishers out of the 24 starters. So unless I do a dive bomb move into the final corner. No, because I gotta get the car stopped. Oh, right under his rear wing, but we got set up for P3, but P3 in a Haas as Mick Schumacher is very, very well deserved. So yeah, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and then us in the Haas as Mick Schumacher. Charles Leclerc for Valtteri Bottas, a very good P5 ahead of Lando Norris, and Alex Albon, very credible 7th place in the Williams. Lewis Hamilton, the fastest Mercedes, in 8th. The two Frenchmen, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, getting points. Kevin Magnussen just outside ahead of Zhou Guanyu, along with Nicholas Latifi in 13th. Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll made up a few places to 14th and 15th. Tsunoda, Ricciardo having a bad race. Sergio Perez making up a couple of places from the pretty much back of the grid. He made up one place. I think George Russell dropped quite far back. Well, in fact, Tsunoda only made it lap 13. Daniel Ricciardo retired on lap 7. Perez and Russell retired on lap 6. And Fernando Alonso did not start, apparently. Yeah. Oh my god, I missed that track. I missed that track. That's not a lot happened, but I missed that track. I really, really do. That it was a track I liked. I liked that track. And actually, before doing this, I was getting back into the zone. I was driving around Malaysia. God, I missed those tracks. But yeah, that was the alternative Spanish Grand Prix. Hope you enjoyed it, and going down memory lane to 10 years ago to Valencia. We'll be back very quickly next week, as it is a double header. So I'll be back for the Monaco Grand Prix. If you saw last year, I actually did the Indy 500 as the alternative Monaco Grand Prix rather than another French racetrack. So I did Monaco. This next one will be a French track, but sort of related to the Monaco Grand Prix, Indy 500. You can probably guess what track it will be in a week's time. But see you then.